What is going on, everybody? Thank you for
What's
joining us
up?
here on another beautiful Monday night live stream on GG Sports Podcast. We are officially in draft month as it is April 1st. Exciting month, man. It feels like draft season. It's exciting. It's super fun. All the rumors and everything. You had free
Yeah.
agency, obviously, a couple weeks ago, but it's a fun time of year. But it also feels like it really drags on, especially this year with us just wanting to get to the draft. No, we're gonna do a quarterback,
I
all
know,
that fun
right?
stuff. Before we get too deep into the weeds here, how was your Easter weekend? Did you get up to anything fun?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about it.
My sister and future brother-in-law came up and some friends and stuff, and all hung out, all that kind of good stuff, which doesn't happen a lot because usually we're not near family and things like that. But this time we were, so it was pretty cool. But I want to see how everybody else's Easter in the comments are. And I see some comments in here already. First off, Two-Tone Tony coming in with the hashtag scroll right away. Another show, another giveaway. Again, the Ivan Pace Jr. out of 400 rookie card. Still can't get it focused for whatever reason. I don't know why. I need to figure that out. But out of 400 numbered Ivan Pace Prism rookie card. Get the hashtag skulls in the comments. Like the video if you have not already. All that good stuff. Subscribe if you're not already. You already know. But get those hashtag skulls in here. Our boy Gary in the building. Sup, school mates. Hey, GG bros. Let's go. My cousin Garrett in the building sending the GG love. Speaking of Easter, I'm hoping you had a good Easter, man. Hoping you did. Even though you're a Packer fan. But, we've been dealing with that since I was a little kid. Two-Tone GG guys, what's up? Hope you had a great Easter. Hope you had a great Easter. Two-Toned. Too evil with the April Fool's joke coming right out off the bat here with the wow. Never thought they would actually trade JJ to the Bears. That's one thing we have to talk about actually. Once we get going here, because this is going to, Casey was talking about how crazy this whole time of the year is, us this year specifically, because this month we're counting down the days. It's like Christmas Eve every day, waking up to the next morning, hoping that you're going to see some sort of big Vikings trade up news and us not knowing what's going to happen with the quarterbacks. We're going to go through our top 5 quarterbacks. People who seen our video come out last week, they'll know who it is, though we have had some pro days since then. So we'll kind of go into our top 5 quarterbacks as it stands today. And even I might even bring or I'll talk about some of the other quarterbacks I like outside of those top 5. But I can say right now that I would be extremely disappointed if we get anyone outside of our top 5. One of the players in that top 5, though, makes me feel better about potentially grabbing him, our number 5 guy. And we'll talk about him in a second here. But
I'm a big fan of the number 5 guy.
Yeah, we were feeling better. I think a lot of people are feeling a little bit better
at one point, but since then, it's on an upward trajectory.
100%. Vikings Jerome, what's up? Welcome back in. It's been a minute, Vikings Jerome. Welcome back. Welcome back. We got the hashtag skull in here, skull shred. Hey, Joey Hawking. I love it. Skull shred. Let's go. That's what we like. Yeah, hey, that's Joey's officially our guy coming on here to talk Vikings and then to shred on the guitar. And I know Gary likes some of that. Some more hashtag skulls. Again, everybody in here giving away the Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card giveaway. Get the hashtag skulls in the comments. If you're on Twitter, make your way to YouTube, subscribe, and get the hashtag skulls in. You might be able to do hashtag skull from Twitter too. So you could always try that. I would allow it. I'd allow it. We got Adam, our boy in the building. What's going on, Adam? Who else we got in here? Steve, sup, everyone. Go Pack, go. It's time. Roddy Piper this pod. Speaking of them, they got Simmons, right? Justin Simmons from Broncos today.
Did they?
Unless it's I don't know like what to believe because it's April Fool's, but I'm hoping they didn't, and I think they did, and that's quite the get for them since they got rid of Savage, even though they got what's his name? I forgot the other safety they grabbed, but quarterback draft important for the Vikes this year, dude. It's everything this year. This is the year we go and grab our quarterback. I think it should be anyways. Yeah, let's go. But yeah,
I think he got fooled. I'm not seeing that anywhere.
You don't see it, Justin Simmons? I might have got fooled. I hope I did, because everything was out here. All right, I actually want to talk about this right away because that's what I want to go back to. Is I know Too Evil is on team trade Justin Jefferson, but I don't think he'd be down with this. All these Patriot fans who believe that if we were to get the number 3 pick, we'd have to trade Justin Jefferson and at least both of our first round picks is what I've seen. But I've seen all the way up to 3 first round picks. I've seen all the way up to 4 first round picks. And that is crazy. So I want to go right away here and ask you, I don't even say, let's not even add those other first round picks, but would you even trade JJ straight up for the 3rd overall pick?
No. See, and here's the thing, and no one will ever be able to change my mind on this because, okay, everybody's saying the Vikings are the best situation for a young quarterback to come into. Why do you think the Vikings are the best situation for a young quarterback to come into? Because you have the best wide receiver in the National Football League.
Yeah.
Along with a 3rd-year head coach who's an offensive play caller who is hopefully this year he's going to take his big step forward. So I wouldn't trade JJ for anything. Like, my mindset is you pay Justin Jefferson and pair him with your young quarterback. I've said it time and time again. My mindset will not change on that. This team is wanting a quarterback because I feel like now is the time with the best receiver in football going into his prime. That's my spiel. I've said it before. I'm not going to change my mindset on that.
He's only going into his prime.
I wouldn't trade him for anything. To me, he is the one untouchable player on my team.
Yeah.
And if they said, hey, 1 first round pick and Christian Darrisaw, I'd consider it. I know Christian Darrisaw is ascending to be one of the top left tackles in football. Right. But if you could save your first round picks and save a first round pick, and I would consider that, but I would never consider trading.
And the only reason why I'd even think about that is just because of his injury history. If he didn't have that at all, I would probably say hell no to that too. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sculpture Soup, what's up? Hey, Sculpture. Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card out of 400, sir. Get the hashtag skull in here. Yeah, for JJ, I mean, obviously we had Skull Shred Joey Hawkins on last Monday and to trade Justin Jefferson. And of course, we were team, we don't want to trade Justin Jefferson. I do understand where he was coming from. And I do think when we did the mock, it didn't really roll out the way that I think even Joey was expecting, because this is the only way I think I would be like, okay, I would listen to this. And that is if you were able to trade Justin Jefferson, you got 3 first round picks, and hopefully we were able to get our quarterback of the future, but you were also able to get one of the top 3 wide receivers in this draft. I wouldn't feel comfortable getting rid of JJ and not replacing him with at least a talent that, like, if we one of our very first mock drafts we did this offseason was if we traded JJ and we were able to get Marvin Harrison. And at that time, I think it was JJ McCarthy. And at that time, he was like a 2nd round pick or whatever. Yeah. And that's like, I mean, if you got Marvin Harrison Jr. and you traded JJ and you had 2 more first round picks or something out of that, then I would be like, okay, you're grabbing a generational talent. Do I think he's going to be anything like Justin Jefferson? Chances are no, because Justin Jefferson is a generational talent. He is 25 years old. He's literally starting the beginning of his what's it called? Of his
prime.
Can't even think of the word prime. Of his prime. But the big thing with that is, for me, I'm like, if you sign him to a 5-year contract, and let's say it's between 30 to 35 million in 3 years, and you draft a quarterback on a rookie contract in 3 years, if that quarterback sucks, Justin Jefferson is only 28 years old, in the middle of his prime, and now his deal, I guarantee you at that point, is looking like a steal, and you're still going. And if that was the case, I would say, like, all right, I get it, blow it up, and you would still be able to get Justin Jefferson, trade him for a lot of picks. So I just don't see why you would do that now when you have the money to afford Justin Jefferson, since you have the quarterback pay off the books going into next season, and then you'll definitely be able to pay him. And then at the very worst, you could be able to trade him in a few years from now. So I don't know. I just don't think a good generation talent like that, you take a chance to get rid of him like we did with Randy Moss when we used that 1st round pick to get Troy Williamson, and then we were stuck without a wide receiver. I think that's one thing people forget, is that stretch of bad wide receivers, or pretty mid wide receivers, ever since we got rid of Randy Moss. You had a year out of Sidney Rice. You had a couple years out of Percy Harvin, ultimately migraines, and ending up having to get rid of him. He didn't really live up to what we wanted of him. Skill wise, we really did like him, but Laquan Treadwell didn't work out. Cordero Patterson didn't work out. These are a bunch of first round picks that didn't work out for us. And we've seen some like one good season out of some of these players until we got Adam Thielen.
Right. Thielen and Diggs.
Once Adam Thielen kind of he was undrafted, we finally had someone. And then we got Diggs, and then we traded Diggs and got Justin Jefferson. So we got a lot of luck during that stretch. But in those years in between of like, how many years would that be? Like at least 10 years for sure. 2004 to 2014. Yeah, we have some running. We got Adrian Peterson during that time. But that's the reason why I wouldn't trade. That's why I'm like, it's not as easy as people think. Is you're going to trade a generational talent like Justin Jefferson, and we'll be able to figure it out. And I love Addison, but I'm like, he's not going to be Justin Jefferson. No. Just like Randy Moss. Like, you're not going to get another Randy Moss.
Yeah. And Joey, I gotta disagree with you, man. I personally said before this year, if I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm not extending before the draft. It's like, and I brought this up before. I compare it to a job interview, right? Like, if you go into an interview for a job, like, yes, you're trying to sell yourself to the company. The company also needs to try to sell itself to you. And if you're Justin Jefferson, you're you're A plus S tier talent in the league. You need to see that your team is committed to winning. And how do you show you're committed to winning? Well, you let Kirk Cousins walk. So you really put yourself in a scenario of you need to go get your rookie quarterback. So Justin Jefferson, I personally think, would be stupid to sign before the draft. Because then at that point, once you have him under contract, you're like, oh, well, now we can wait. Now we can wait around a little bit. We don't need to force ourselves into a quarterback this year. So, yeah. No, I mean, I 100% think if I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm not signing until after the draft now anyway. I need to see the direction of this team.
If we're going into the season and he's not signing, that's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
If we go through the season, I'm not waiting. I will trade Justin Jefferson mid-season if we go into this offseason without an extension. I'm not taking that chance at all. Honestly, if we get past the draft and we're going into the season and it sounds like the deal isn't getting anywhere, then I would trade JJ at that point, because it's obvious he doesn't want to stick around. If there's any idea he doesn't want to stick around here long term, then you got to get what you can, because we can't go another time like even Kirk Cousins with the no trade clause and not being able to get anything for him, or Danielle Hunter, even though I liked him a lot, but we could have traded him and gotten something from him if we knew we weren't going to re-sign him this offseason or whatever. So there's things like that. But Vikings, Drake May is perfect quarterback for the Vikes. Yeah, we can get into that right now. I agree that JJ shouldn't, but as a GM, I would trade him while his value is high, because he has let too many people go for nothing. If he signs to a 5-year extension, though, if he signs that 5-year extension, then he isn't going to go for anything, and you get a great player with who's literally at the beginning of his prime. Hey, what up, Alyssa? Hey. Wow. Welcome in. Richard, yes. What's up, Richard? Another show, another Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card giveaway. I bought like 10 of these, and these are cool cards. So I'm going to be giving rid of them all the way up until the draft, which actually, give me a second here.
And two people, he shouldn't either. I mean, after once he got hurt last year, I immediately said he should not. I mean, if you're him, just to be smart, you don't play, you don't even practice and risk any sort of injury until you're under contract.
Gosh, why can't it be focus? On draft day, and I'm getting another Ivan Pace Jr. This is going to be the chaser, pretty much, I guess is what you would call it. On draft day, giving away 2 out of 10. Only 10 of these were made. One of the best Ivan Pace Jr. cards you can possibly get. Gold auto out of 10. Giving away that on draft day. And I'm going to get another Ivan Pace auto card. And then I think I might try to get a Jordan Addison auto, but it should be a fun time. So everybody should definitely come and tap in with the boys, Purple Gang, for our draft party that night and get some giveaways. And hopefully we get, more importantly, the quarterback of our future. But yeah. But for tonight, again, Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card giveaway. Get the hashtag skulls in the comments. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, get some of those likes in. Get some likes in.
Sure.
And also give the Jets Aaron Jones to be with Rodgers again. No, Aaron Jones is ours, bro. He's about to go crazy this year. I feel it.
So it's kind of weird. So over the last week, my mind. So look, I still think if I could choose between JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix, I would pick JJ McCarthy in a vacuum. But if it's going to cost you 2 to 3 firsts to go up and get JJ McCarthy, I would rather stick and pick. I would take Penix at 11. Defense at 23.
Oh man, I didn't know
I know
this.
a lot of people are going to think it's a reach for grabbing Penix at 11, but I personally don't think, with the Broncos and Raiders being quarterback needy, I personally don't think that he gets to 23.
I kind of feel, and actually, you know what? We're gonna go into our top.
And if the Vikings pass, and the rumor came out today, again, who knows what to believe at this time of year, that we had a private workout with Penix after his pro day. So, like, if teams know that we want a quarterback, if there's a team that didn't get theirs and they have the ammo to trade up ahead of 23 and they know we like him, someone will do that, right? So I don't know, man. Like, and even if you do take him, I would still, like, I don't know. I would rather just grab Penix than have to give 2 first-round picks up to go get JJ McCarthy in the top 5. I don't know.
What up, Big Railing Dad? Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm kind of. I would not be surprised at this point if that's what happened. It shouldn't. I don't.
A lot of
think
people
it should.
and a lot of people be mad and disappointed and saying Kwesi can't take a big swing or whatever. But
I'm not on that train.
It's the safest, just to ensure you get your guy and take.
Don't use the word safe in here ever again. Don't use the word safe in here ever again.
But we
ain't playing safe this year. This is our time to not
actually. I mean, actually taking him at 11 wouldn't be safe. That would be a pretty heavy. That would be a pretty. Huge
safe
risk.
Instead of giving stuff up. And actually,
but if they don't actually believe that JJ McCarthy is that guy, then why spend all that draft capital? And that's the thing, people.
It's a chance,
because we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know the mindset, right? Like, if he doesn't make a move, we're never gonna know that whether or not they actually like JJ McCarthy or what. You know, we'll hear the rumors, but we'll never know for sure. Just like if they do move up, like let's say they want Drake May bad and they move up to 5 and take McCarthy, as you said before, they're going to be like, he's the guy we targeted all along. He was our number 1 quarterback. Like, it's the way it's going to be, right? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Al Smith, a man on my mama. I just hope that we don't fuck this up. But if we fuck up, I'm gonna give this 3 to 4 years to fix. And if they don't, then I'm kind of sitting here. I mean, I'll never be done as a Viking fan. I probably would have already quit a long time ago. But if I would say, like, in 3 years, we should have a good idea of what this quarterback is going to be like. And if it's bust territory or Sam Darnold doesn't have a career turnaround, man, I think at that point, it'll be interesting to see what things look like, but I'm assuming it'd be like, all right, literally blow everything up at that point. That's how I feel like from right now. But, actually we'll dive in more into our top 5 guy, because we're going to dive into our top 5 quarterbacks and kind of talk about them a little bit. And Casey has already dived in and told you his thoughts on our number 5, which is Michael Penix. And it was Michael Penix prior to his pro day, which was really impressive to me. Because a lot of people say,
a lot of Jerome, this right here would be dream. If we can't move up and get one of the guys in the top 3, dream scenario.
Steve, chill.
Johnny Newton.
That's crazy.
Johnny Newton and Penix. Absolutely. I would love that.
I've been trying this my whole life. No, I ain't becoming a Packer fan. That is like I love you both. But it's like the lamest thing ever to be a Packer fan. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I mean, that scenario to me is like the other ones fail. I like JJ McCarthy enough over Penix, where if we gave both our first round picks to move up to grab him, 3 first round picks, that scares me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. 3 first round picks to move up for him. But for both of our first round picks, I'd rather do that than draft Penix at 11. But about Penix anyways, because I was talking about, like, a lot of people say, you know, don't look into their pro days or anything like that. And I mostly believe that, unless there's something like JJ McCarthy where people are worried about his deep pass and his touch, and then he comes in and shows that he can throw 65-yard throw, then I'm like, okay, well, it's definitely not his arm strength, which is the problem. As far as touch goes, it's one of those things where you can teach touch in the NFL. I mean, you can tweak some things and technique and all these things to make a player learn how to touch. But as far as arm strength goes, pure arm strength, there's not much you can do to increase that at least significant amount. So that's something that with JJ McCarthy is I wanted to see him hit some of these long throws. As far as Penix goes, I was one of the people who called him a statue, and I don't exactly not take that away because he doesn't use his legs very much, but for him to come in and run a 4.46 up to a 4.56, whatever the real number is, it didn't matter. Anything sub 4.6 to me was really impressive for Michael Penix. And it does change my shift on him a lot because it makes me think if he needs to run, he will. And in the NFL, he might just happen to have to use his legs more. And if that's the case, I feel confident that he'll be able to do that. And that's so I think him running that I think that was huge for him to do that. And people can say what they want about the combine and the pro day, but he's someone that with all his injuries and everything, he had to show that he was willing to do that. And he went out and did that. And I was impressed. I honestly didn't even think he was going to run the 40 at all during this offseason. So I was really impressed with that. And he was our number 5 anyways, but that even makes it stronger number 5 to the point where if we picked him at 11, I wouldn't be pissed, even though I feel like we should be able to get him later. But like you said, you got Denver Broncos sitting right behind you. You got the Raiders sitting right behind you. And if he's there at 11, you got to feel like one of them are going to take him. And I'm not taking my chance getting Bo Nix because I'm just not a huge Bo Nix guy or whatever. And I definitely don't want to not get any of those guys. So running a 40. Byron, hey, what up, Byron? Hey, you're right on that, but you're talking about a 4.46 to 4 and a 30. What was it? 36-inch vertical? Is that what it was? You can't tell me if you run a 4.4 between a 4.4 and a 4.5. We'll just call it a 4.5 flat. If you run a 4.5 flat and have a 46-inch vertical, you can't tell me you don't have the athletic ability to escape. Obviously, you need to have more than just athleticism to do that kind of stuff. But at least he can, and not just escaping the pocket, but even you don't need all that to.
It shows that there's still some athleticism there, right? Like
real
athleticism. If his knee was as messed up as people kind of think it is, like he wouldn't have been jumping, wouldn't have been running that well. And plus, if you watch him, he did make some escape plays, right? Like he's not going to Caleb Williams it, right? Like he's not going to duck and dive and juke people out of their shoes, but he can move when he needs to. And he said that himself. He's like, just because I don't run doesn't mean I can't do it. So
yeah, well, that's the thing. And that's why I wouldn't put much on a quarterback. He's like a special case because he was someone who has 2 ACL tears, hasn't really ran much since Indiana, and didn't really run much at all this past season for Washington. So it was kind of like, okay, I bet you, I think a lot of people were like, he probably is going to run like a 4.8 or something like that. And for him to rub a sub 4.6, it just shows me at least he has enough. And just because he didn't show enough escapability right now, at least he can, those are things you can learn as far as you get comfortable in the NFL. But if you're not fast, you're never if you're Kirk Cousins, you're never going to be running away. It's impossible. It's not impossible for him. He has enough athleticism to do it. He just is going to have to learn how to do it more often. Or in his case, maybe he's just trying to play smart, but we'll see. Who knows? And you could look more into it, but I do feel better about him overall.
But the major pluses though, the arm is alive, man.
Yes.
One of the best arms. Obviously Caleb Williams is Caleb Williams. Drake May's got a rocket, but I think Michael Penix has to be right. Obviously
I think it's
Joe Milton can throw well. He doesn't do much else well, but he runs. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Joe Milton guy. There's a lot of people that say he's borderline undraftable. So
yeah, no, because he doesn't he's not very comfortable at all. You can tell.
Penix just has he has that arm, man. One of the best arms in the class, and just he's accurate. You do got to worry about when he gets pressured. That's as you saw in the national championship game. When he gets pressured too much, he tends to overthrow. But I'm telling you, man, just that arm, the arm, I absolutely love it. And just in that Texas game against that really good Texas defense, he was just dropping pinpoint accurate dimes. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I do like me some Michael Penix.
That Texas game was
would I be thrilled to draft him at 11? No, but I think if you really if it gets to the point where the other 4 are gone and that's kind of what you're left with, which I know is kind of some may call it a doomsday scenario, I guess, but
I feel better about it than I did prior to his 40.
But taking him at 11, I still don't love, right? I'm like, ugh, but I'd rather get him at 23, but that option might just not be there. So
Aaron, what about Darisaw? Welcome in, by the way.
Because he would be he wouldn't be the blindside tackle anymore.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that is an interesting thing too. And then we were talking about that last week, and it's like, do we just switch them? Obviously, it's probably not that easy to say, but I mean, if Darisaw is, I don't know, you'd have to. I don't know what you do because you don't want to pull them out of their position. But if Darisaw, Brown O'Neal's pretty good though. I don't know. Darisaw would still be
struggled last year.
helpful,
O'Neal
but
struggled last year.
luckily, we're not. It's not going to be the scenario because we are going to trade up for the quarterback. And let's keep going here because our number 5 quarterback was Michael Penix Jr. Our number 4 quarterback is JJ McCarthy from Michigan, a guy we both really like a lot. I do think both of us do see the big question mark that is, can he ultimately open up an offense? Because we weren't able to really see that in Michigan, and for a lot of reasons. Partly some wind coming in here. Partially is what just because he's in a run first system. Also, Michigan was up a lot on a lot of teams, so I mean, JJ McCarthy was taken out of games early and things like that. But will he be able to do that? That's a big question mark. But in my opinion, just like with Michael Penix, you were talking about his arm. I think in my opinion, I think Michael Penix has the most talented arm in this entire class as far as like just a straight deep throw, at least deep ball for sure. The best deep ball in this entire class as far as just pinpoint sniper accuracy with his passes. Obviously, like you talked about, you got guys like May and Caleb Williams can throw across his body and just snipe it. But as far as just pure arm talent deep, I do like him a lot. I think I agree. McCarthy is the 40th best quarterback in this draft. No, I think he's number 4, and that is because I think out of any player in this draft, like I said about Penix, I do think he looks the most comfortable in the pocket. I think he has the best footwork in this class. He obviously is proven to, and you can say he's been on a good team, but he won his championship in high school. He only lost 1 game, plus winning a national championship, which I don't care who you are, is going to be tough. I don't care what team you play for, is going to be tough. And JJ McCarthy is a straight winner. So I like him because of that. He has the mental side of this game, regardless of how much you want to put into Jim Harbaugh's coming out and saying that he thinks he's the best quarterback in the draft. All the hype that he's surrounded him, but also mentioning that he is just a killer when it matters. I am on team believe Jim Harbaugh, at least for sure on that. I don't know if JJ McCarthy's the best quarterback in this draft or anything like that, but just behind the scrimmage, everything he does behind the scrimmage, I think he does better all around than any quarterback in this draft, as far as just instincts even, and running out of the pocket and being able to move the ball with his arm out of the pocket. Obviously, Caleb Williams is the best at that and the most skilled at that, but I think JJ McCarthy's number 2 in my opinion out of any of these quarterbacks in the draft in that skill set. And yeah, I don't know. So I think he has everything you want from your quarterback that you can't teach. He has his arm strong enough. Could he use more touch? Probably, but that can be taught. It ultimately is he going to be a game manager type player, or is he going to be able to learn how to really open up an offense, especially in a KOC offense, you know?
Yep. And I think all of that is you're betting on traits is really what it comes down to. Like you said, it's all the intangibles that you can't teach, and you've got to hope that you can take him and teach him some of those things that he needs to get better at, which obviously he's 21 years old. There's a lot of room to grow still, but as it comes to all the traits, and that's what you really have to bet on. You have to take what you saw at certain points at Michigan when he wasn't needing to throw the ball all the time, and just hope that if he gets with the right coaching staff, they can take all the good and raise it to the next level. He's going to have to become a needle mover in the league. You know, like if you're going to be taking the top 5, you got to be a guy that will make game-changing throws. And I guess it kind of remains to be seen whether he's going to be that guy. So that's the thing. If you're gonna move up and you're gonna take him, or as Byron says, even if the Pats grab him at 3, try to go back to the well with the Michigan quarterbacks. You never know. It worked the first time. But if you're gonna take him that high, then you need to have the belief that there's something there that's untapped that you think that'll take his game to the next level. Or maybe
that's why he kind of feels like the biggest boomer bust
the opportunity to make some throws in crunch situations. You have to believe he'll be able to do it. And I think he can. I mean, as you said, he's showing everything else you need to see. Now it's just you hope that when he gets to an offense, he's going to have to throw a little bit more in the NFL, that he's going to be able to make some of those throws. So yeah, I think he's going to be a game manager in a lot of people's standards until he gets up to the next level and proves he isn't. So
yeah, exactly. That's just what it is. And that being said, it does worry me about him, and it makes me not want to take a chance on 3 first-round picks. If we got rid of our 2 first-round picks in this year's draft, it is what it is. But as far as giving up 3, that feels a little bit sketchy to me. But at the same time, you got to do it. If KOC and Quasi likes him enough, and McCown, if they like him enough to go do that, I trust them. I don't think they do. I don't think they trade 3 first round picks unless they feel pretty confident, at least from in their mind. They're not just gonna force it, you know. Hey, what up, Breaker 619? What up? What up? If Darnold holds up, he can start 2025.
If he's gonna start, you got to have a rookie. Quasi did. I don't think Quasi went into this year thinking Sam Darnold's going to be our starter with no rookie even there. Like if you bring in a rookie and Darnold and the guy's not ready and Darnold wins the job, fine. If you go into the season with just Darnold, Quasi's basically might be betting his career on the fact that Darnold is going to become Baker Mayfield this year,
and even if we trade 2 first round picks, even if we trade 3 first round picks to get to number 3 to grab Drake May or Jaden Daniels or whoever you like there, even if we do that and Darnold ends up being our quarterback of the future, I'm like, perfect. Fine. That's fine. I don't think that's going to be the scenario. I know some people think there's a chance he's played on bad teams, all that kind of stuff, but you're still take a chance at a top 10 quarterback, something we've never done in the entire history of our franchise. And we've never won a Super Bowl in our entire franchise. And a lot of teams that have grabbed quarterbacks in the top 10. So I think they should definitely do that. And then if Sam Darnold ends up being the best option moving forward and he turns his career around, then great. That's all right. I'll take it. But quarterbacks are overvalued in this draft because so many teams need one. I hope Quasi doesn't suck into a bad deal. I think that's really fair. I do think
I'd be willing to move is 3 first. If it moves into the stratosphere of 4 first round picks, I'm out. Like, because I mean, I think some people said it last week that 3 first round picks was unprecedented, which isn't true because that's happened before. 4 first round picks would definitely be an unprecedented thing, and at that point, nah, I'm out.
Yeah,
I can't do 4 first round picks and get your quarterback, even if it is Drake May, Jaden Daniels. I don't know. I just think that's a little too rich for me.
With these quarterbacks, so I do think they're definitely. I think it is fair that they're overvalued, but I think
quarterbacks are always overvalued.
But this is different. I don't think they're as overvalued as a lot of other drafts where there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, let's wait till after the draft's over, because last year at this time Will Levis was going number 2 overall. Remember that?
Right.
So let's not judge the value of the quarterbacks in this draft until we see where the quarterbacks in this draft are actually valued.
Yeah, but as far as like before the draft goes, as far as how these quarterbacks look, I do think like if you were just looking at this at face value, I think JJ McCarthy is a top 15 pick. I think he's worth taking a shot at. I mean, trading up for him in the top 10. That's overvalued in my opinion. But do I think he's top 15 or top 20? I definitely think he definitely should be there. I think there's a good chance he could be the most successful quarterback in this entire draft. Potentially.
Yeah.
I think he has all those skill sets you want in that type of quarterback.
Like, what if Harbaugh is just trying to get another team to trade up to the top 4 so that they'll have their pick at whatever wide receiver they want at 5? They said maybe he's just playing. What do they say? He's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
Yeah, Harbaugh. I was thinking that today. I was like,
trying to get a team to move up to 4, so it's quarterbacks go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's sitting there just like, I have every receiver I want right in front.
Well, what if I was thinking this? Like, what if you saw something crazy like the Chargers moving up to the Patriots spot to grab Marvin Harrison Jr. because they need a wide receiver bad. What if they did that? They just hopped the Cardinals, and then obviously that would mean the Patriots probably are pretty mixed on Drake May and McCarthy because they would be able to grab them at 5, and then
or they're sitting there and just like, oh hey, cool, like Arizona's going receiver at 4. We can have Drake May and have another extra picks or something like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. I was just thinking that today, but who knows for sure? Who knows for
Speaking of Drake, man.
Jamie, you say the darnest things, best quarterback. What do you think the best? What do you mean best quarterback?
For that you said JJ McCarthy could be the best quarterback in
successful quarterback. I think he could be the most successful quarterback in this. Yeah. He has he's only proven it in college and high school. Like he's a winner. He's a winner. But Tom Brady, no one was thinking he was going to be the most successful quarterback of all time. Is he the great in my opinion, Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. Is he the most talented quarterback of all time? No, I think that goes to Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes is the most talented quarterback of all time, but Brady is the best, and Brady is the most successful in this draft. I think there's a real possibility that JJ McCarthy could be the most successful. I'm not saying he's going to be. If I'm going to put my money on it, I'm going to say no. But if he ended up being, it'd be like, okay, that means his winning mentality thing was all real. Right. So I think it's not impossible, but I'm not putting my money on it or nothing.
Right. From Byron, I have a weird feeling Vikings are getting JD5. Probably wasn't great. Made a Washington. That could be. Yeah. I mean, if the Patriots don't want Jaden Daniels, and that's kind of like that's your window.
Nick Riley, by the way,
grab him right there.
If
May goes number 2.
That's biggest pocket presence. Why it was, actually, we'll jump right into this. So like we said, Michael Penix was our number 5. JJ McCarthy's our 4th best quarterback. Our number 3 on this list is Drake May. This is something, and we might as well just do both of them, 3 and 2, because I have Jaden Daniels as my 2, and Casey has Drake May as his 2. I was able to win our little battle to see who gets the number 2 overall, and we went Jaden Daniels. Hey, Vocal Vike in the building. What up, rap? But
you did it again. You did it again, by the way.
What? I know Jaden McDaniels. I can't stop calling him Jaden McDaniels, and I'll probably do that forever. I wanted to answer this. So Drake May had the least amount of talent of his O-line. Was Dog his biggest concern, pocket presence, and why he was because of his O-line was shit. And this is where I go at, because when I do look at Drake May, and this is a great point, is that his offensive line was not good. And when I do watch his tape, I do see him getting nervous and happy feet under pressure and missing some big throws. Obviously, you see all the physical talent a lot with him, and he can do everything you want out of a quarterback. But Jaden McCarthy, I like that. He can do everything you want from the quarterback, but out of all these quarterbacks, to me, he seems the most sketchy, because he seems to and when I watch him, he seems to be able to take the pressure the worst, outside of maybe Penix, but we didn't see him under pressure a lot. And we did see Drake May under pressure a lot, and he made a lot of. Today we were looking at some cornerback film, actually, Nick Wiggins specifically, and man, he kind of had Drake May's number, So I don't know. I'm not convinced by Drake May. I definitely don't think he's an automatic day 1 starter. If we drafted Drake May, I believe the hype, and everybody thinks he's really good, and I'll go down with that. If we picked him, I'd be happy, but I don't think he's a day 1 starter, and I do think I think he will need competition, and ultimately, I would probably kind of hope that Darnold at least evens out with him, and they decide to start Darnold to start the year, and then let Drake May take over at some point within the season. But I don't think if you draft Drake May, he should be automatic day 1 starter, I guess. But Casey feels different, because Casey likes him a little bit more than me.
I do like Drake. I don't know, man. I love the arm talent. I think
I like that.
I mean, yes, the bad offensive line is an excuse, that's for sure. But also at the same time, he's coming into our team that doesn't have the greatest offensive line either. So it's an excuse, yes, but you still would like to have seen him handle it just a little bit better. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I think he has enough pocket presence. I mean, I really believe what the scouts say about 2022 was his better season. I did watch some of his highlights, and you could see he looked a lot more comfortable than when his team was a little bit better. But I don't know, man. I love the arm. The arm is absolutely fantastic. He can make all the throws. His pro day, he was bombing deep balls. Missed some of the out routes early on, but then he got settled in. That's kind of, that is one thing people do point out. His accuracy does waver at times, but I don't know, man. I just think he has all the tools. I like his size.
What up, Zoe?
I compare him more to a Justin Herbert than I do to a Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is, I think he's more of a, like, Drake May's a good runner, but I think Josh Allen is a better pure running quarterback than he is. I think he's more of a Justin Herbert, where he can move when he needs to, he can run. But I think he's got the big arm. He's got the frame like Justin Herbert. So I would compare him more to Herbert than I would to Josh Allen personally.
Yeah. And I do like I think I agree with you. I would compare him more to Justin Herbert, but I would say he does use his legs more similar to Josh Allen. So I mean, if you get a Justin Herbert, if he ends up being a Justin Herbert who has more scrambling ability like a Josh Allen, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. And I do think that's kind of how his hype was coming into this draft. It's kind of come down a little bit, but still. Breaker 619, hey, not 619. Exactly. Everybody hit the like again. The Ivan Pace rookie out of 400 Prism Pandora. Get those hashtag goals in, get those likes in, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Get all that stuff in for your chance to win. We give it away at the end of the show. Have to be here to win. That is the rules. Again, I know Raps in here. So I got this. This is for our draft party on draft day, obviously. This is going to be my top giveaway during that, which is you can't really see it good enough. I keep saying that, but it is a 2 out of 10 Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card autograph. Only 10 of these cards were made auto. This is a really, really, really nice card and one of the best cards Ivan Pace Jr. has out there. And this is a card that if he becomes the guy that we all think he's going to be, this thing is going to increase in value like crazy. Anyways, I collect cards and we'll give as well. Got some heck yeah. Nick Riley, tell him that this Ivan Pace Jr. out of 10 is a good card. Because it is. Anyways, so Drake May has all the ability you want. I like him as him as a person and everything like that too. Like, he doesn't come off as arrogant at all, the complete opposite, and I kind of do like that. I do worry about pressure. I do worry about those kinds of things, but I knew things were a little better for him in 2022. And, it's the reason why he came into the last season as arguably the top quarterback up there with Caleb Williams. So I do believe in that. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, Casey, but I did put a poll up. Would you pick Penix at 10 if all top 4 quarterbacks are gone? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we got no at 52% with 21 votes. We'll keep that up. I was going to change it, but know what? That's a realistic thing. And I know that Joey mentioned also that, hey, by the way, Adam Dub, welcome in. Where was that, Joey? He says over or under on the top 10 player or top 4 players or top 4 quarterbacks being picked in the first 10 or the top 10 picks or whatever. I do think they're all good. I think all of them are going to go top 10.
I'll say for sure 3. All 4 of them. I don't know.
I think I would go the over on that.
It depends. What's the line? Is it 3.5?
Well, we'll say 10. Like, I don't know. Like that.
3.5 then, right?
All 4 of them will go past top 10. So the over would be that all of them go past top 10.
So that'd be 3.5. 3.5 going to the top 10. Over under. Set it there. Because you can't have half a quarterback get drafted. So if you go under, you're saying 3. If you go over, you're saying 4.
Got you.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. Because I personally, out of any of these guys, I could see JJ McCarthy being the Will Levis of this draft, where he gets a lot of this really weird out of nowhere like hype leading up to it, and then all of a sudden just takes a little bit of tumble. I think he still ends up being a first round pick, but he's the one I could see falling out of the top 10. Like, I don't know. Obviously Caleb Williams went number 1 overall, and I just don't see Jaden Daniels or Drake May taking that big of a drop. I get, like, if they make it to 7-8, some team will jump up and take that. So
I mean, it's a real possibility that this whole JJ McCarthy thing could be a lot of smoke.
Absolutely,
right? I mean, he started off in the end of the first, beginning of the second, and now he's considered a top 10 pick. That could be, and I'm not. I think he is going to be picked in the top 10, but I would not be
top 4 last year.
Right. And I would not be surprised though if they don't go all top. I don't think it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I might bet against that 1, 2, 3, 4 because I do think, and I've mentioned it before, that I just think that Cardinals are going to really want Marvin Harrison Jr. I do think the Chargers need a wide receiver really, really, really bad. And it's going to be hard to pass up Neighbors. And then at that point, it kind of comes down to the Giants. And if the Giants pass on McCarthy, well, now it kind of opens up everything for where he will end up drafting. The ultimate thing, though, is I like JJ McCarthy enough where I would like to trade up for him if we could. I wouldn't want to give more than 2 first-round picks to go do it. But if it comes down and JJ McCarthy is there at, was it 8 or 9 for the Bears? That's what would scare me, is JJ McCarthy being there for the Bears. Obviously, they're not going to pick him, but them trading to another team to go up and grab JJ McCarthy. I think that's a really good spot for a team like the Broncos and the Raiders to kind of move up and swoop on him. So it's a possibility. That's why I think it's fair to say that all 4 quarterbacks could be gone. And if that's the case, and Penix is there I put at 10, I meant at 11. What am I thinking? Though with the Penix thing, I really would rather trade back and grab Penix and then, or get him at 23. But like you said, I don't think it's going to happen. What up, Sam? I like Drake May. I like him. I'm not convinced. He doesn't come obvious to me that he's going to be that guy. Like I thought he was going to be that for me. But I'm taking my chances on Drake May. Kale Williams time. That would be nice. What's up, Hendricks? Welcome in. I don't like May's pocket. Exactly. That's where I'm at. That's where I see with May is it's pocket presence.
But then there's a lot of people that say he has good pocket presence. So I mean,
when he's not getting rushed, it all
kind of depends on how you
look at it. And that the reality is none of us are professionals at this shit.
Right, exactly.
We're all amateurs. We might want to think that. And I might be right on like 99% of my predictions, but that's a lie. Jordan Addison though. Hey, what's up, Roger? Speaking of that, so let's get into, I know we talked a lot about Drake May. We're going to kind of do a combo thing here, but our number 2 guy is Jaden Daniels, a guy that some people are kind of backing off on him quite a bit. I think for him is, because I didn't watch him a ton this last season, but coming into the draft season, actually me and Vocal Vike, I don't know if he's still in here, me and Rap, spent an hour, like 2 hours going over his film on a live stream. And I was kind of expecting what a lot of people were trying to say about him, that he's just like a running quarterback. And that's the opposite I've seen out of him. I did not expect him to be a fantastic pocket quarterback and throwing dimes outside the numbers on corner routes, right in the breadbasket over the wide receivers' heads over and over and over and over again. And he has all the arm that you want. I thought his pro day was pretty good. There was a couple things in there. I wasn't super impressed by his footwork during his pro day, but still, he was still dropping dimes for the most part.
I mean, and some of those shorter throws, he was a little off on. The receivers had
a little bit off,
which probably does come down to footwork at the end of the day, I would guess.
Yeah, JD5 is him. But I like him a lot. Like, I was not expecting to see it. Like, I honestly believe you could take out the whole running thing, and I think he's still a top 10 quarterback based on arm talent alone as actual quarterback. And that's without that's just film. That's nothing to do with his stats, which are insane. Yes, he had 2 of the best wide receivers in the entire college. I get it, but you can't fake these dimes he's throwing over the shoulder to these wide receivers on corner routes. It's insane, just over and over again. So that, to me, when I look at that and I'm just looking at his running ability as bonus, like, to me, like, that's just extra. Like, this guy's could be a really good quarterback. And the fact that at the very least, he's going to be able to just beat you with his legs. I don't know. That's why I don't put him up there. Like, Lamar Jackson, and they're different players. I think Lamar Jackson's definitely going to be better on the ground, but Jaden Daniels is coming in this as a way better quarterback.
I was going to say Daniels could be Lamar Jackson, just who knows how to throw a football.
I don't think he has that kind of athletic ability.
And Lamar Jackson is a good size.
Nicks his cheeks. I'm not a big Knicks guy, no.
But Lamar Jackson's got good size on him too, which is the one thing you worry about with Jaden Daniels. Little slim, but Lamar Jackson's kind of got a bigger body.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, but still 6'5", 200. What is he? 215. Slim, slender-ish, but still not as small as, I don't know, people want him to be.
I mean, his weight depends on where you look. There's some that have him like 190 something. Some have him at like 205.
Well, he came in at 250. Didn't he come in at 215 at the? No, did he not weigh at the combine?
Unless he went the Bryce Young method and just chugged a bunch of water, put on some water weight early on.
That's what JJ McCarthy had to have done. He went from 204 or whatever to 219.
Yeah,
I wouldn't touch Penix in the first round. I would take a chance on him.
I would. That the arm talent's no joke.
Yeah, all right. If you take the injury history out of him.
which you can't. But
You can't. If that didn't happen, he's probably a top 5 pick, in my opinion, after the pro day specifically,
yeah, I don't
because
know.
he can run.
I'm a big Penix guy. Again, if they took him at 11, I'd understand it, but I would just be like, I don't love it. Get him at 23 if you have to, and I'd be absolutely stoked.
6'3", 210 weighted at his pro day, so he was 210 at his pro day. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's not bad, but you can't take. Yeah, not worth the risk. I don't think the injury, man, he hasn't been injured in 2 years. And I think pick 11 is too early, but if we did it, I wouldn't cry. If all 4 quarterbacks,
you want him, you might have to.
Yeah, we might have to. I don't know. It's going to be, that's why this whole thing is giving me anxiety every single day, because we don't know. Every time I feel like we know what's going to happen, like something happens where, like whether it's Washington likes JJ McCarthy now, or now Patriots, that's today, is the Patriots like JJ McCarthy more than May, is people saying. And man, it's all over the place. Who knows? You're watching.
Well, here's the thing. You can't teach the deep ball, so he has that. You can't teach accuracy. He has that. You can teach. You can teach him how to throw the ball over the middle. You can incorporate that into his game.
But you can't teach his sniper deep ball.
Exactly.
Like, you go watch that Texas game. It's insane. Like, it's a masterclass in that Texas game.
I'll go back and watch. I did. I watched literally every game. I watched every throw of every game this year to get a good feel. And yes, was one of the things that I worried about his throwing over the middle. Sure. But do I think he can get better at that? Absolutely.
Yeah. And I am worried about him under pressure too, because he was overthrowing after that. But I do think I think there's no question that dude has a rocket arm and a sniper. I wouldn't even say a rocket. Like, it's a sniper. He's a sniper. Like, he snipes his wide receivers. And I think that's an elite trait. Obviously, you need more than that, but I do think it's an elite trait. He didn't throw over the middle short in Natty and we dared him to LL. Oh, you're a Michigan fan.
A lot of Michigan fans I'm finding out about this year.
Yeah. I think that's fair. In the national championship, he got to see a pass rush, and he was overthrowing, dealing with it. But I don't feel like that about Milton at all. I don't know. In my opinion, Penix has a sniper arm, and he has insane accuracy with it. And I do think it could make him a really good quarterback, but he does need more, and he's going to have to prove more than just that.
For sure. Yep.
So we'll see what's up.
Which is exactly why. I mean, he's a quarterback. Quarterbacks go higher than they should all the time.
Yeah.
But this is exactly why he's being viewed as a guy who could go in the first round, because he has some of those things. He needs to work on other things, and that's kind of the whole point of this. And does it scare you a little bit? Think he's a little bit older, so maybe he won't be able to as quickly. Like, where JJ McCarthy, he's 21 years old. Everything he needs to learn, he still has plenty of time left. Where you're getting a little bit of an older prospect in Penix, and the fact he hasn't figured that out in his game yet. Yeah, it's a little bit concerning. You're wondering if he'll be able to quote unquote teach an old dog new tricks, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced I'd want to take him at 11. But if all,
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. No. At 23, I'd be.
Oh yeah, obvious. Yeah, but if we did that, it'd be hard because we're so. I want a quarterback. I'll be honest. Like, I want a quarterback so bad. I want it. I prefer one of the top 4, definitely. And if all 4 of them are gone, I'm going to be in panic mode. I'm assuming all Vikings as a fan base, besides the people who want to sit at 23 and pick Bo Nix, are going to be completely panicking because now we didn't get any of the quarterbacks we wanted. And now what are we going to do? Pick Penix at 11? We might have to, but I know none of us really want to do that. You'd rather trade back and get Penix and get some picks or something like that. So I don't know. It's going to be tough out here. But let's talk about our number 1 guy real quick. A lot of people, obviously, they don't know about his personality and stuff. Me, personally, I don't really care. If you can play football and you care about the game, that's all I care, because...
If he wins me a Super Bowl, wear a dress to every press conference, paint your fingernails, don't care.
Nope.
Win me a freaking Super Bowl. Obviously not me, because he's not coming here. Hendricks, if he wins you a Super Bowl, will you paint your nails for him? So I gotta ask you.
What's wrong with Sam Darnold?
That's not Sam Darnold. It's just the point. He's the Bears. He's the Bears fan in the chat right now.
What's wrong? The only thing with Sam Darnold is he's like a ghost hunter, bro. Like that guy just, I mean, if anybody can see ghosts, man, it's him. I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. But I'm not banking on our guy Darnold.
But either way, Bears fans, I mean, getting Caleb Williams to pair with DJ Moore
Hey,
and
what's up, JJ?
DJ Moore and Keenan Allen is kind of going to be a little bit scary for the
Yeah.
for the 2 weeks that Keenan Allen's healthy.
And Caleb could be, I don't know, still when you watch him, he just does stuff better than any, like he does the Mahomes thing better than any quarterback I've seen coming out of college for sure. And I know a lot of people want to say like compare him to Johnny Manziel and Kyler Murray and stuff. It's like, no, they do not throw the ball with the amount of zip that Caleb Williams does, the way he does it, and is controlled, especially Johnny Manziel. A lot of Johnny Manziel's was like dodging a bunch of people and just throwing it up there, where Caleb Williams is just a strike. And I think in what I think is ultimately like one of the most elite skills you can have as a quarterback in today's NFL, that you see with Josh Allen, that you see with Patrick Mahomes. And he is elite at that coming out of college. Obviously, you need more than that. There's some pocket presence issues that I see with him. Sometimes I feel like he prefers to kind of go off script, and he plays better that way than just sitting in the pocket and just playing like a NFL quarterback's supposed to. And I do think that's going to be a learning curve for him. But outside of that, as far as the ceiling goes, like this guy's got everything that you want. And I do think he is ultimately competitive. I ultimately do think he cares about the game, but you know, a lot of people think differently about that. And if he doesn't, then, you know, could screw himself. But we'll see. We'll see. Hell yeah, I definitely am going to try to make that happen. What was that? Vikings home opener. Oh yeah. Everybody's got to go to Skullfest. I'm sure Skullfest home opener, big party. All of us content creators throw it on. A lot of us supporters throws it on. Did our first one last year, went fantastic. Now we just plan on doing it every single year, and we're only going to make it better and better. We're going to have more details probably going into the summer, but everybody's invited for sure. It's a good time, and it's only going to get better. So might as well join it while it's early, because, hey, who knows what it's going to turn into someday.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Zoe. You're going this year? Let's go. Of course, JJ Vikings is going this year. JJ has to go. You couldn't even have a Skull Fest without JJ there. Oh, yeah. Skull for Life. Barber's coming. Let's go. Let's go. So what are you thinking? We got through our top five quarterbacks: Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and then rounds out at number 1 with Caleb Williams. Other quarterbacks, I guess, is I know our guy Steven here really likes Spencer Rattler. He looks like he has some, I don't know. He kind of comes off to me as not super impressive.
To me, anybody else outside of our top 5, and even if you want to include Penix in that, whatever, anybody outside of that to me feels like we'll take him if it works. Great. If not, we're not serious about this pick. It's not like we're going into him. It's not like we're going into this with him being our quarterback of the future. Anybody outside of those top 5 really strike me as that.
Yeah, and Bo Nix in the first round, that would kind of suck to me. Spencer Rattler, if we just could not grab a quarterback and we got him, I don't know. And if we got him in the 4th round, I'd be like, okay, like go for it. Or even like I like Jordan Travis a lot. And obviously he's coming off of a pretty bad injury, but if we took a flyer on him later in the draft, I think that would be the way I'd want to go if everything failed for us in the first round. I'm probably taking a chance on Jordan Travis. And then if that doesn't work out within a year or whatever, you just go into next year's. But we're not going to talk about that because we're going to get our top 5 quarterbacks. I know we're going to. Hey, yo, Joey, you bring your Packer fan wife. I don't care. You're going, though. You're going. What up, Dylan? I'm trying to make plans to go to Skullfest. Yes, do it. We're going to have, like I said, we're going to have more details. First off, we got to wait for this, for the schedule to drop. As soon as that happens, we will come to all of you with the details, exactly what we're going to do. I think SK already knows, speaking of SK, if anybody, actually, speaking of SK, anybody go on here, or anybody who's not subscribed to Purple and Scold Media, you should go definitely do that. That being said, too, again, giving away the Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card out of 400. Get the hashtag goals in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to our channel. Go subscribe to SK with Purple and Gold Media as well. I'm gonna go grab his.
Yes, Dylan, we got to get all the plans locked down. Locked down, much like the Timberwolves defense on Denver's offense over the weekend.
But not on the Bulls.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because he's not a Bulls fan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. I know. I don't know. I'm just not really worried about Jokic. You know? Whatever. We didn't wait our whole lifetime to move up to get a quarterback, not to get a quarterback. Exactly. I can't say this is a PG channel. This ain't a P. I mean, I won't say it's a PG channel. When JJ Vikings is in here, it is.
Yeah, it has to be.
Until he I don't know what age, but we let it slip sometimes. Oh my gosh, I love that, JJ. You are MVP of Vikings Nation, that's for sure. I'll need your auto and picture with you. JJ was handing out autos like it was nothing last year. I wish for GB versus Vikes for Skullfest would be so fun. Dude, Garrett, yes. I know a lot of us are kind of hoping for the Atlanta Vikings game, but a Packer game, of course, would be pretty sick. Yeah, I don't even care. I don't care if there's everybody's invited. You just have to know it's going to be 90% Viking fan at least, and you're probably going to get shit talked, and it's probably going to be from mostly me. But yeah, dude, everybody's got to go to Skullfest. We'll have more details in the future. Should we do a quick mock draft, 4-round mock draft?
Sure.
Let's run one. Screw it. We got through the quarterbacks. I like Jordan Travis after the top 5, even though he's injured. But I'm so committed to the top 4 specifically that I'll just be disappointed if we go a different direction. Mays, Nick Riley, the boy Nick Riley's number 1 quarterback, Drake May, which is definitely fair. That's the thing. Out of all these quarterbacks, even Caleb Williams is the favorite to go number 1. I'm not convinced he's going to be the top guy. But I think he looks the best to me right now.
All right. So what are you thinking?
Gary says no 7-round. All right, we can do a 7-round.
I already started the 4.
Do it for Gary. We'll do it for Gary. No way.
Know anybody later on, but
that's all right. All right, hey, before we run this again, everybody, the Ivan Pace Jr. card. We're going to give this away right after this mock draft. Get the hashtag skull in the comments, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Got to be here to win. That is the number 1 rule here. Actually, yeah, definitely. But let's run this.
All right, so what are we thinking? Are we just going to let it run, try to get up to 3, try to get to 4 or 5? What do you think?
Joey wins his card. Yeah, what should we do here?
Let's let it get to 3.
Yep. And we'll make some decisions. By the way, ultimately, that poll, would you pick Penix? I meant at 11. At 11, if the top 4 are gone, 54% said no. 46% says yes. So, no one's... I mean, that's definitely way closer than it would have been last week.
Right.
That would have been like 100% no, I think. Let it ride. Skull Shred saying let it ride.
I mean, you can get up to 3, get Jaden Daniels at this point.
Here, we'll rock the polls with this. We'll rock the polls. What's going on, AJ? What's going on, dude? All right, so let's see. So stick and pick.
Or trade up just in any way.
Let's do that. And this is the rule that we're kind of following, is if you traded up to 3, we got to give 3 first-round picks. And then we'll say anything after 3, we'll say 2 first-round picks. Oh, wait. All right. We'll see what the chat thinks. Guess what, everyone? I play Madden. I'm undefeated with the Vikings. You just need to become the head coach instead of being one of the next Paul Allen.
So how long are we giving it? To like 10 votes? 15 votes? We're at 7 right now.
7. What do we got? We got
We're at 8.
62%, 56.
Oh, it's close. It's close. There's 10.
We'll let it once it loses momentum.
There's 11. 55, 45. Yes.
I created.
It's
Are you talking
sticking
to
at-
us, Joey?
It's sticking at 55, 45.
We're getting a lot of trade up to grab Jaden. Yeah, number 3.
13.
It's always every time we do this, it's always really close, and it will sit on even. All right, we're 15 votes is it. 15 votes is it. One more vote, which at this point, I think that automatically, yeah, there it is. We're just taking it. Trading up is what's happening here. So
What do we got?
we're assuming, let's say trade up to number 3. That is going to cost us
William,
3 first-round picks.
That's fair.
So here, let's see. Hold on.
So what are we thinking?
I'm putting so I'm gonna say this is the next poll. 3 first for Jaden Daniels. 3 first for all right. So I have all right, new poll. So we're going with what should we do? 3 first, 4. So I
Well, we can't trade 3 first for May anymore because he's gone.
oh yeah. All right, scratch the May one. 3 first for Jaden Daniels or 2 first for McCarthy at 4. So forget the Drake May one here. Yeah, my bad. I thought we were at 2 for some reason.
You're gonna have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow. If anyone votes for 3 first for May,
I'm trying to look at the second. I have this on the second screen, so I'm kind of far away from it. Anybody but mid-Carthy. Trading 3 for May is wild. Only Jaden. So May's gone anyways. So take him out. Everybody's
Daniels
listening to
o'clock. Okay, we're seeing a lot of Jaden Daniels.
What we're at 58%.
Let's try to make the move up. So what do we think it's? So we're thinking it's going to cost us. As of right now, this has a 72% chance.
I think you just in real life you're trading 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, I would agree.
So let's just
maybe you could get back. You could probably. I mean,
should we just get back a third?
Anything.
Let's get back a third. Let's get back a third. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we're doing.
All right, there we go.
Moving
and
up,
Marvin
3
Harrison
first-round
Jr.
picks for Jaden Daniels.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm kidding. Jaden Daniels, it is. All right.
That's what you're.
No, I agree, Nick. I think 3 first for.
I would do
either of those guys. What it's going to cost. Now
all right.
Speed her up a little bit. No more trading. Stick and pick the rest of the way.
Was McCarthy picked yet? Oh, pick that.
Went to the Patriots.
That our pick.
Got him at 11.
All right, so we're gonna just stick and pick here. We got a 3rd-round pick.
So maybe fingers crossed. Chris Jenkins is there. Let's see what we got.
Not a big Jenkins guy.
Yep, T'Vondre Sweat. Yeah. I think we can just agree we're rocking.
So we've tomorrow our top 5 defensive interiors video comes out. Spoiler alert, Chris Jenkins isn't on there, and I don't think either of us were as impressed as a lot of people with him were. Sorry, even though there's a lot of Michigan fans in here. I don't know. He wasn't my favorite.
I like some of his stuff. He's a good run defender, just not very disruptive.
He just doesn't really.
We like Brandon Dorlus though.
He doesn't see. I don't know. I just didn't really see him beat a lot of his guards. It was kind of like the running backs were running into him, and he was able to tackle him pretty well and soundly, but he was always getting pushed back he was never just blowing up the offensive interior. So, I mean, I'm Sweat here all day. I like be a dream.
I was a fan of Dorlus, but yeah, I'm taking Sweat here too.
Yeah. We like Sweat. Jenkins. Hey, there's some bias coming over there, Nick. I can tell. In my opinion,
Just like how I always end up grabbing Brevin Spanford in the
What
seventh
up,
round,
Skull Mafia?
getting myself that Gopher player.
Yeah, in my opinion, if we got Jaden Daniels and Sweat, if somehow we were able to make that happen, I'd be so happy. Nah, I disagree. I disagree. For his size, that dude plays with energy. He blows up. He will blow up. For his size, he will blow up the interior offensive line.
All right, what are we thinking? What are we thinking next?
So we're sitting here.
Running backs. Cooper Beebe.
Of course, we do like him. Go
No,
and
maybe try to get him at 129. What do we could see? We could see we have for trades.
Oh yeah.
126. I ain't dropping back all that far.
Go back to defensive interior. Just want to see. Yeah, this doesn't really work for us. So Leonard Taylor, not impressed. McKinley Jackson, if we got Sweat.
These two I wouldn't hate.
But we don't want them with Sweat.
No, not now.
But right. If in the real draft, if we grabbed one of them, take a chance on Christian Boyd in the 4th.
Yeah. I mean, I do agree with Nick on this one, man. I mean, I say we go Cooper Beebe. We have our edge rushers, we got our defensive tackle, we got our quarterback. Now let's protect Jaden Daniels.
Who said it, Nick? Man, Nick, you see all these Michigan players sandwiching Cooper Beebe, and you're gonna go with Cooper Beebe?
What do we got? What do we have at wide receiver?
Yeah, you gotta give. We like ourselves Cooper Beebe a lot, since he's the first offensive lineman we looked at, and we've loved him ever since. Yeah, so that's a no-brainer for us, and we're not going to be cute with it because Cooper Beebe is going to go in the second round, I bet you, in the real draft.
Yeah,
and probably in the first round if Bill Belichick was still with the Patriots.
Now let's maybe see what do we have at corner.
Corner. Just Newton, Kalen King. So Hart's gone. We don't know tons about these. There's so many quarterback corners in these drafts.
Sure thing. Wide receiver. Here you go. Cornelius Johnson. Is that a guy of yours?
We haven't done a lot of research on wide receiver yet.
$6'3". Good size.
Who's that? Who's there for running back? Sam is not it. Hey, what up, TY? Catch in the building. What up? I know a lot of people really like Braylon Allen. Mm-hmm. He's definitely a strong back, like a big, strong running back, which does work well with our offense. Supersized running back prospect and will likely be a mid-round pick due to that and his age alone. Obviously, we have Ty Chandler and Aaron Jones, so we could use a guy like this.
He's only 20.
Oh, wait, will likely be a mid. I thought they were meaning he was old.
Guess not.
I mean, I know a lot of people like him. Allen or Carlson for me, as Nick says.
Okay.
You got Xavier Thomas there as well. So
I hate doing it. I hate taking Badgers. Sorry. I hate taking Badgers, but I mean,
we could use a guy with a little bit of strength.
Carson, Wake Forest cornerback. Where's he ranked on here? Is there a chance he could drop a little? 131?
131, probably not.
No.
Click on him real quick. See, it's just like when it comes to these cornerbacks, it's hard for me to not get a coverage. He can be a cornerback 2 to 3, an off coverage defender in a zone heavy scheme. We need in Brian Flores' defense. We need cover corners. We need man corners.
I never realized Wake Forest team name was the Demon Deacons. That's kind of cool.
Let's go with the Wisconsin kid.
Sounds good. We will grab the stupid Badger.
Is Holker
it is
there?
What it is.
I don't know if he was there. All right, but we do need cornerback. Got here another guard. Dang, that Keegan's still in here. What are we thinking here, boys and girls? Is Holker there? Which one's Holker, TY? Yep, Allen. Hey, we're doing this. Skull Mafia retraining. Skull Mafia, you're fully on the JJ McCarthy train, right? Like
I think he's Drake May guy.
I thought I see a lot of JJ McCarthy stuff coming out of Skull Mafia.
I mean, do we want to try to add some more interior offensive line maybe?
Let's see who's out there. Someone mentioned
Or
Barber mentioned center. Is there anything out there for that?
let's see, we got some size here. Run defender. We already have one of those though.
Pass rusher. Miles Murphy.
I mean, you basically have all three of the Michigan guys.
Once average draft. I mean, I would take a chance on that.
I've heard some decent things about 6'3", 315.
Tight end from Colorado State, but he's probably gone now. Go check it out. Tight end.
I mean, tradition is we wait till the last round and we grab a gopher, but
yeah, that is the tradition that Casey has created. There he is. I mean, we might as well just pick him right now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we could get rid of Ed Ingram. I wish you had Ed Reed. What if the Vikings don't trade up? Then
mass anarchy.
Then I just quit. I'm gonna turn off my computer.
Well, here you got a 6'1", 197 guy, sucks against the run, but hell, look at that coverage grade.
Ooh, I like that.
Only played 7 games, but
if he didn't get hurt, he's a 3rd round pick at least. Zenther, he's liking Zenther.
I mean, we could just keep adding no linemen. Never have too many. I mean, yeah, it's a good spot for him. Should we do it?
Yeah.
Let's grab him.
I'll take that. Got another pick here. Go back to interior defense. Miles Murphy. Click Miles Murphy. I haven't watched him yet, but 6'4", 310. Nice size. Jordan Jefferson. Potentially. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you did say the what is the name? Hayden? Camel Hayden. Wait, did we look at that guy? Go back to corners. All right, Nick. Definitely skull shred. McCaffrey with 167. Is he still there? McCaffrey.
I don't think
we did look at.
Oh, he is here actually.
Oh,
screw it. Why not?
Yeah, I forgot about wide receiver. Let's go. All right, we did it. We picked the perfect draft. Dylan I think Johnson? You just.
We didn't already have.
I would have taken him if we didn't have one already. How about let's take a chance on Camel Hayden? He's the 90 coverage, 90.4 in coverage. 3 interceptions. Only played 7. So he must have gotten injured, is what I guess. I'm guessing what happened there. I say we take a shot on him at this point in the draft.
Sure, why not?
We can take another flyer on Joe Milton. You don't like this draft, Catch? Are you kidding me? This draft's fire, dude. What up, Russell? What do you mean you don't like this draft, Catch? Jaden Daniels?
What haven't we hit on?
I don't know, Catch. Are you not a Jaden Daniels guy? I have a feeling we're not going to trade up. Von Joyner, do not say that. Do not say that. Welcome in, by the way, man. Welcome in. But you can't say that. We're trading up. We're just going to.
At this point, I'm pretty much clueless. So if anyone has any recommendations,
let's go. Let's see here.
I mean, let's see. We were looking Jordan Jefferson. Oh no, he's long gone.
Yeah, he's
not a lot left here. We didn't grab any edge rushers, which probably isn't a great thing. I mean, we have some good ones, but
Khalid Duke. I mean, isn't this? Oh wait, we have 2 picks still. I was like, isn't this your tight end round?
No, that's next one.
Yeah. No, I think this draft is exact. If this draft rolled out this way, if we somehow got Jaden Daniels, T'Vondre Sweat, and Cooper Beebe in the draft, that's not going to happen. Sweat and Cooper Beebe are going to go 2nd round.
Do we want to take a chance on a little
on an elusive running back? No.
Just add to that running back room.
Let's go. I say we just fill
grab a safety.
Go to that defensive interior down there, that Dominic. Right there. Or wait. Oh yeah, Keith. Keith Randolph.
He ain't no Johnny Newton.
We're in the 7th round.
True.
I say we need another body there. We only drafted one defensive.
We didn't grab any linebackers. Not that guy's
pass rush is solid. I mean, we got the future best pass rushing linebacker in the league already, but in Ivan Pace Jr., whose card we are giving away right after this mock draft.
So which one are you thinking?
Go in the comments, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's take his flyer on Mr. Keith Randolph there.
All right. And then, of course, our honorary gopher.
That is my yuck. Dude, I like Sweat so much.
Position of need, Brevin Spanford.
Hey, tight end of the Gophers.
He had a couple solid games for the Gophers.
No, Sweat, we're going to give us that A+ right now. Give us that A+ right now. What?
Hey, that's it overall.
Hey, we'll get an A.
Overall.
Campbell Hayden got an A+. Cooper Beebe, that's crazy. He's not going to go in the 4th round. Either is Sweat. I hope Sweat goes. I hope both of them are there in the 4th round. I'd be so happy.
Yeah, this is how it rolled out. I'm not mad.
No, I would be. And we even got McCaffrey. I'd be so pumped if this is how it rolled out.
Like this block right here down to Zach Zinter. I mean, look at that. Starting quarterback. Huge guy.
Hey,
to put in the middle
that's what Joel gets. What we're doing over here. A++++.
Huge
that's
guy.
What we're talking
huge
about.
guy to put right in the middle
that's
of the defense. Right.
About.
This is what this team has lacked for a while now. Is just a huge body on the inside. Cooper Beebe, mauler of an offensive lineman, big running back, national champion guard. Well,
plus PFF was the worst draft sim. I don't know. We tried the other one, and
I didn't like it.
Football Networks, and
almost wasn't there's too much variance for me in that one. I wasn't a fan.
I think the only one with PFF, other than their players, sometimes is just that you can't see the players before you pick them. That's like my one gripe, mostly. But yeah, everybody, there's a draft. This is exactly what's going to happen for the Vikings, and I would give it A+ times 10 if that is exactly what happened. But it's not going to, because I just don't think BB or Sweat are going to last that long in the real draft. But it's not impossible for us to trade up and get Jaden Daniels. I don't think yet, but we'll see. Again, let's get this giveaway away. Get the hashtag skulls in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. Gotta be here to win. Mock drafts. That's what I have to try. I think that's what Too Evil. If you're still in here, is that the one that you were talking about? If we can trade 3 firsts but get a 3rd back, that would be a dream for that draft. Yeah, it would be. I mean, if there's any smoke to all these quarterbacks being for sure top 3, I don't know. That's why I'm like, if the Chargers traded up past Arizona to go and grab a wide Marvin Harrison Jr., which nobody's mentioned or even talking about, but I think the Chargers should be extremely desperate for a wide receiver. So I don't know, but things could get crazy if something like that was to happen.
I never know.
All right. Let me bring this bad boy up. Boom. Giveaway tool. Let's go. 21 entries tonight. And again, giving away these cards all the way up until the draft. And then I said already, like, you all have to come to the draft show, because for one, it's going to be the best content creators out there for the Vikings, no bias, all together. And we'll be giving away some really good stuff. And we always have a good time. And we're going to be hyping up Skull Fest. And it's going to be great. And I'm going to give an Ivan Pace Jr. out of 10 rookie card auto. So,
absolutely.
Oh yeah, by the way, and I haven't been paying attention, but is Caitlin Clark winning right now?
They are tied 45-45.
No, I need Caitlin Clark to win bad.
Why?
Because I have like a bunch of good cards of hers, and I posted them all to end after the championship, and this is like LSU to me seemed like the biggest test for her. All right, Clark has 40. No, she doesn't. Does she really?
Could you imagine? It has all of her team's points.
Oh yeah, I guess that just makes no sense. April
I mean,
Fools.
it could.
April Fools. Don't April
Ooh,
Fools me right
they're
now.
on a 7-0 run though to start the third quarter. No, never mind. Oh, they're what the hell? Nope, sorry.
April Fools. I need her to win. I don't care what anyone thinks about Caitlin Clark. She needs to make me some money. All right, let's get this way. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Who we got? Got to be here to win. Y'all already know. Got to be here to win. And we've got boom, 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 boom. Scolger. I haven't heard from Scolger in a while.
Is he still here?
Scolger, are you still in here? I had a feeling he was going to be the guy tonight too. My alma mater is going to win again anyways. Because you're LSU, Catch? Or you Iowa? No, because they didn't win. LSU won last year. See, I think you mentioned it, but yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think Scolger is in here. My guy, Scolger.
Oh,
all right. Sorry, Scolger. Hey, Sullivan coming in hot. Yeah, okay. I was like, why does that not sound familiar? You're talking about in general. I thought you were talking about that game. Yeah, I didn't think you went to LSU. I know Mateo's big LSU guy, but all right. Sorry, Scolger. You're my guy for sure. Skullfest brother, but
be here next
run
time.
Run it again. Who we got? Gotta be here to win. Y'all know the rules. All knew the rules, and it is boom, 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 boom. Skull Shred, Joey Hawkins.
You know he's here.
Joey, did you win one already recently too? Or no? No, we said you were going to win one last week since you were on the show.
He called it today, I'm pretty sure, though.
I think you did. I think you called it. Joey Hawking, my guy, a.k.a. Skull Shred. A.k.a. Skull Shred. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. No, I told you, JJ. No, I told you, JJ. Got my pace card yesterday. Awesome. Yeah. I know. Catch was on the show and won it. You got lucky. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Got that card coming for you. Send that off probably tomorrow. All
right. Well, anything else before we call it a night here?
Nope. Just like we had in every show recently. Just go up and grab the quarterback of the future and don't be scared.
Absolutely. I do see we went from 118 to 120 subscribers tonight. So if you are one of the new,
thank you.
I do think we saw some new names in here. Thank you so much for hopping in and joining us.
Barber.
Join along with us. We're on here pretty much every Monday. When we go into the summer, we kind of cut back a little bit, but we appreciate anybody new that joins us. A lot of fun in here all the time. Thanks everybody for watching. And as Jamie said, let's go. And I think Nick set it up here. 21 days until Drake May is the new Vikings. We'll see.
I don't even get it. Just get us someone. Just have your guy that we know KOC in the front office loves and go get him. Don't sit around and let a guy come to you. I don't trust it. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming. Skol Vikes.